being next in line, and I see Margaret is left, so I guess I can go now. I'll give you something personal, and then say where UUP, United University Professions, fits in, and institutions like the university fits in. Personally, I was born and bred, and by nature, a scientist. So when I first heard that I was going to speak at an ethics roundtable, I said, "What's ethics?" Not quite sure. I went online, of course, that's what you do nowadays, and went to Wikipedia. Don't know how accurate that is, but Wikipedia had words like right and wrong, moral behavior, and so on. And I'm trying to think, from my scientific background, is there anything that would guide me, any absolutes that would guide me to say what's ethical? And then can the university can you thrive or develop ethical behavior in a university? In science, one has laws, scientific laws, from which you can say, okay, you can logically deduce various things. You could do experiments and interpret them in terms of scientific laws, in terms of rules of mathematics and so on. But there's this framework, this absolute framework that says what is good science and what is bad science, and everybody agrees on it. Now, I look for the same thing for ethics. So what is ethics? What is this framework? And I cannot find anything. There is no absolute ethical behavior. Is it okay to kill? Thou shalt not kill. Okay, so I guess you shouldn't kill. But then again, it's okay to kill in self-defense. Okay, so there's an exception. And then you say, well, maybe it's okay to kill in the basis of, let's say, a certain religious belief. Okay, maybe there's some code that says that. And you get sort of all confused. I mean, you know, something as basic as, can you kill someone or not? I don't know, it depends. And so I ask other ethical questions, you know, right or wrong, or is this moral behavior, does it lead to moral behavior, or amoral or immoral behavior? I can't find anything that tells me objectively, like in science, what's good and what's bad. So I sort of follow what Gary was saying, it depends upon the individual. And then I ask myself, again, this is scientific, I'm cursed sometimes, I think, with my analytical mind. I say, okay, where did that come about? I mean, there are certain groups of people, when they get together, agree on ethical behavior. Maybe that was bred somehow as humans evolved. Maybe that was bred because if there were not ethical behavior, we'd kill each other. We wouldn't be around to be having this roundtable. So maybe they're just a group of people getting together and say, yeah, this is ethical behavior and this is not ethical behavior. But it would depend upon the group of people you're with. And if you sort of put yourself in different groups of people, you might say that in one case, this behavior would be not ethical, and in another case, another group of people would say this behavior would be ethical. So it depends upon, I guess, the kind of person you are, whether something is ethical or not. So we have institutions. We have United University Professions, the union that represents faculty and staff at Binghamton University. We have Binghamton University. So my theory is that I chose United University Professions to spend time in because I thought that was the right thing. They do the right kinds of things. They engage in ethical behavior. And of course, as I've been there 10 years, as longer I'm there, I realize there are some areas of unionism that are not really ethical, especially the infighting politics on the statewide level. But basically, you know, UUP engages in ethical behavior. I particularly like UUP representing faculty who are not who have conflicts with administration at the university, so that I think it's a good thing, it's an ethical thing to help people. It's like you read the New Testament, you read like a Sermon on the Mount. What a radical this person Jesus was. I mean, wow, you read that, blessed are the meek, so they shall inherit, you know, and stuff like that. Say, yeah, that sounds ethical. That's the way to do it. And maybe that has come through, and I am helping the downtrodden by being in the union, helping people who have difficulty going through the procedures that one has to go through, for example, advancement, promotion, and tenure at Binghamton. So I think people choose institutions that the institution's ethics align with their own ethics. And so that's essentially it. Ethics is, I can't find an absolute yes or no, right or wrong, moral or immoral. I can't, so I come to the conclusion that it's personal. Groups of people can form it, but there's no universality to it. And people choose institutions to join, oftentimes based upon whether the institution they join matches their own ethics. That's my take on it as a scientist and as a UUP representative.